Morning, children. Welcome back on your science online classes. This is your science teacher Manju Das. Yes, children, in the previous class we had studied about the combustion, type of a combustion, that is a rapid and spontaneous combustion, as well as we also studied about the explosion. Now, today we are going to learn about the flame, different zones of a candles. So let's go for it. Have you seen a burning of a candle? Ignited matchstick, gas, burning of a gas burner in the laboratory. What do you see? When a candle is burned, we can see a fire, flames of a candle, it is clearly visible. When you compare about burning candle and burning gas, both the flames are similar? No, not yet. Their flames as well as their colors are different. Now we are going to learn about the different zones of a candle and its flame. Now the question comes in our mind, what is a flame? It is a hot glowing ignited gas during combustion. Now whenever the process of combustion happens, that is the combustible substance react with the oxygen, releasing a lot of heat and light. So how this heat and light released? It is released in the form of flame. These flame again differ from one object to another. So if you look at the candle, so the first thing that comes in our mind is that how does it looks? Yes, it looks from the far, it looks yellow orange in color from the far. This is visible gases part. This is actually a gas, and this is a ignited gas which is visible during combustion, and that is called as a flame. The flames are different from different combustible substance like a candle flames, LPG flames, etc. Not all substance produces a flame during combustion. Only few substance produces a flame. Substance which vaporize during burning produce a flame. Now the question arises, what is vaporize? Vaporize means those substances which converted into vapors while burning, they produces a flame. Yes, now let's again go back to the burning candles. When a candle is burning, what happens? The candle melts and converted into the wax, and some of the wax vaporize and change into the flame. So let us see that structure of the flame. Yes, what are the various structure of the flame? If you closely observe the burning candle, you will see different zones of a candle. If you look from the far, it looks like a yellowish orange color. But if you look closely, if you will observe from the nearby, some black part you can see in the middle zone of the candle. If you look outermost part, it look like a bluish in color. Based on this substance, based on this structure of a flame, the candle is divided into three zones: that outer zone, middle zones, and the innermost zone. Yes, see in the picture. In the picture, it is clearly you can visible. Yes, see the picture. Outer zone. Then outer zone is the outer part of the candle, outer flame of the candle, and the second one is the middle zone. Middle zone, it it looks like a yellowish orange in color, and the third one is the innermost zone of the candle, that it is a unburned wax, and it looks like a blackish in color. So the outer zone has the highest temperature. It is the hottest part of the flame. It is a bluish in color. And the second one, it is the middle zone, and middle zone of a burning candle is moderately hot. It is a yellowish or orange in color. And the third one is the innermost zone of a candle. Innermost zone of a candle is unburnt wax. It is a blackish in color. So this is about the zones of a candle. These are the various three zones of a candle. Now we will move to the next. Yes, that outermost zone of a candle is used by the goldsmith for making the jewelry. Goldsmith blow the outermost zone of a flame with a metallic blowpipe for melting a gold and the silver, and various jewelry and designs of ornaments were made. Now we will move to the next topic, that is about a fuel. What is a fuel? What is a fuel? Fuel means, now that we are talking about substance, fuel. Now we are talking about the substance which undergo combustion or which does not undergo combustion. There are some combustible substance which are reacting with oxygen and producing a lot of heat and light, are called as a fuel. So we can define a fuel in this way. Fuel is the combustible substance which releases enough heat energy to be used for the domestic as well as industrial purposes. And the fuel is said to be good fuel or ideal fuel because of this. It has some characteristic features. So let us see the characteristic features of a fuel. First, it is easily available. It is easily available in anywhere. And second thing, it should be cheap, means it should be affordable to uh, every class, like a middle class family, low class family, and the rich class family, they definitely they can afford it. But about that low class family, poor family, okay, so it is a cheap in nature, it is a easily affordable to everyone. The third one, that burns easily to release a lot of heat. Then the next characteristic is characteristic features of a ideal fuel is produces a large amount of heat and the light, and does not leave undesirable residue behind to cause a problem or a pollutions. Yes, if it is a good fuel, then it does not leave any unburnt particles behind that. If any unburnt particles, if the substance is not completely burnt, what happen? It produces some smoke, carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, and it mixes to the environment and causes a environmental pollution or the air pollution. So these are the characteristic features of a ideal fuel. But the question is that how do we know that which fuel produces how much energy? We look at the characteristic features of all the fuel, and we say that a good fuel is one which generate more amount of energy. But how do we come to know that which fuel is generating more energy? How do we calculate and how do we measure the amount of energy that is produced by the fuel? Okay, for that calorific value is there. From the calorific value we can measure the amount of energy produced by each fuel. So what is the calorific value? Calorific value of a fuel is the amount of energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel. What is a calorific value? The amount of calorific value means the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel is called its calorific value. And the calorific value of a fuel is expressed in a unit called kilojoule per kg. So different fuels has its own calorific value, its own calorific value. So one table is given there, we will learn in the next class. So I hope it is clear to you people. Thank you very much.